Joy over here. Thanks for joining me on your mats for an all levels flow class. Today's theme is creativity, right? So allowing ourselves, giving ourselves permission to be creative on the mat and explore, move with intention, allow the breath to guide us. So I hope you enjoy. We're gonna get started in downward dog. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Paddle the feet, shake the head yes and no. Start to tune in and listen to the breath right away. Taking an opportunity to fully arrive into your space. I always think of my yoga mat as my sacred space. This is my time. So I invite you to do the same. Start to disconnect from external distractions and just listen to the breath. And then start to walk the hands towards your feet. You can bend your knees generously here. Take an inhale, lengthen with the flat back. Draw the navel towards the spine. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release. Again, big breath in. And slow breath out. Do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the feet to rise. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Lace the fingers. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, fold. As you rinse your knuckles away from your spine, shake your head yes and no. Open and close your mouth. Breathe deeply into the back of the legs, into the low back. And then release your hands. Keep your right fingertips or palm on the ground. Raise your left arm. Brighten the fingers. Switch sides. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Inhale, walk forward to plank. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, lower down. Fingertips wide, spider cobra, lift your elbows. Big breath in. Dip your right shoulder. Inhale, center. And dip your left shoulder. Breathe in, open the heart. Exhale, take a child's pose. One breath. Downward dog. So today, think about being a little bit more fluid on your mat, right? Giving yourself permission to explore. Try not to be in your head too much. Try to feel the pose. Of course, we're gonna continue to use alignment so we have stability. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Lace the fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out, fold. Find something new. Find a little more sensation. Release your hands. Right hand on the floor. Raise your left arm. One breath. Exhale, release. Switch. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, walk forward to plank. We're gonna do a little bit of core work here. So dip your left hip, turn your toes to the right, come back to center and to the left. For a little bit more, raise your arm with you Thread the needle, maybe just raise the arm back to regular plank. Switch sides. How's your breath? We're gonna do one more time here on each side. Remember, you can always do this on your knees. Regular plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take your time as you transition in between poses. Always using the breath, right? Using the breath to set the rhythm. Walk your hands towards your feet. Take an inhale. Exhale, bow. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale to rise. Exhale, cactus your arms. Press the hips forward. Add a little baby back bend here. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale. Last one. Reach up. Exhale. And then slowly fold. Hands forward, plank. You're gonna add a little bit more here. So you're gonna roll into that side plank. You can stay here, or you're gonna take a little side crunch here. So right elbow to knee. You're gonna take a chaturanga push up. Press yourself up. Switch sides. Maybe just stay here, or add that little crunch. Come back to center. Take your push up. Last one here. Good. Lower down. Spider cobra. Inhale. Child's pose. Stretch, lengthen the spine. Downward dog. Take your right leg high. Tap your knee to your right elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to the left. Breathe in, knee to nose. Plant your foot. Right arm reaches up. Frame your foot. Knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, sweep. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Getting into the hips right away. And also opening here into the heart space. Cactus your arms. And reach. Frame your foot. Slide your hips back. And then back into that lunge. So we're going to be moving here. So reach your hips back, extend the leg, rebend your knee. Last one. Hold it here. Breathe deeply into the hamstring. Lengthen through the spine, soften where you can. And then inhale, rebend your knee, curl the back toes under, standing splits. We have just one breath here for now. You're gonna curtsy. Raise your right arm, so cross your left leg behind, still on the ball of your foot. Inhale, rise. Mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, plant your hands, move like you step or jump. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Press up and back, downward facing dog. How's your breath? Raise your left leg. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach. To your right, twist. Inhale, reach. Knee to nose, round the spine. Plant your foot. Take your left arm high, open twist. Frame your foot, right knee down to the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms. Listen to each inhale and exhale. Frame your foot. Good, and then extend through the leg. Inhale back into that lunge. Keep the spine long. And extend, reach back. 2 more. Now as you extend your leg, hold it here for a couple of breaths. Keep lots of energy through the foot as you curl the toes towards the shin. Good. Inhale, rebend your knee, curl the back toes under, wake up the back leg. Find your standing splits, keep the hips squared as you gaze down, relax your neck. Curtsy, raise your left arm to the sky. Inhale, rise. Hands to the heart center. Again, inhale, sweep, exhale, fold. Big breath in, lengthen. As you exhale, flow, or just press back, downward dog. Breathe here. All right, take your right leg high, right knee to that right shoulder. See if you can get a little higher. Inhale, reach to your left shoulder. Inhale, reach, bend your knees, stack your hips open, friends. Stay here or flip your dog. Shift your gaze up and back, press through the feet. Come back to 3-legged dog, reach your foot up, step your right foot forward. Raise the right arm, open twist. Frame your foot, knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Low lunge, wrap your right hip back, left hip forward. Lift your gaze up and back, offer your pose. Frame your foot, curl the back toes under. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. One more breath here. Standing split, so we were here not too long ago. Option to stay with the simple traditional standing splits, or bend your left knee, right hand catches your foot. One more breath. Slowly release that bind. If you took one, you're gonna curtsy. Once again, raise your right arm, add that twist. Inhale, rise, one-legged mount, and draw your knee with you. Take a figure 4. Sit nice and low. Flex your toes. Square off the hips. Relax the shoulders. Find stillness here as you breathe into the outer hip. Slowly come back up. Just slide the left leg in front of the right, so your feet are roughly parallel to each other, the outer edges of your feet. Lace the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Last one, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Release your hands to the floor, keeping your legs crossed here. You're gonna come to the balls of your feet. Keep crossing at your ankles. Take your knees into the armpits or your triceps for crow pose, Bakasana. But we are crossing the ankles here. It's the same pose, just a little leg variation. One more breath, lift your gaze and release. Just uncross the legs, or you can shoot back. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Flow or step back to downward dog. Continue to soften the knees, but firm up through the quads. Press the palms firmly on the ground. Claw your fingers. Notice if you lose connection to the breath. Take your left leg high. Tap your knee to your left shoulder or high into the tricep. And then slowly twist. Switch sides. Press back, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips open. Again, stay here or flip your dog. Hips nice and high. And back to three-legged dog. Take your time. Draw your knee to your nose. Plant your foot. Raise your left arm. Open twist. Exhale, frame. Right knee down. Inhale. Reach your arms high. Relax the shoulders. Arrive at your pose. Reconnect to the breath. You're going to frame your foot. Curl the back toes under. Extend through both legs for pyramid pose. Notice where you feel sensation. Notice the need to escape the pose. Can you just simply be on your mat with your breath in your body? Standing splits, so shift the weight into that left foot, standing leg strong. Option to bend your knee here. Let the torso drape over the legs so the crown of the head reaches down towards the sky. Slowly, mindfully release. Curtsy. Take your right foot behind. Raise your left arm. Bend your knees here. Inhale, rise. One-legged mountain. Cross your right ankle on top of the left leg above the knee. Sit nice and low. Figure four. One more breath here. Slowly start to come up. Slide your right leg over the left. So spread your toes nice and wide, square off the hips. You can do again that bind behind your back, or you can just take your hands to your hips, take an inhale, exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Allow the stretch to happen. You may observe that the side can feel a little different, a lot different. Whatever it is that comes up to you, just accept and stay with it. Shake your head yes and no. Open and close your mouth. And then we're gonna cross again at the ankles, right? Lift your heels. We're gonna try this one more time, so give it a try. It doesn't mean you have to fly, but try. Open yourself to new possibilities. So again, take your knees into the triceps or armpits, cross at the ankles, claw your fingertips on the floor. Lift your gaze. slowly release. You can shoot back, uncross your legs, take an inhale, and exhale. Again, breathe in, lengthen, create space. Breathe out, plant your hands, flow, or take downward dog. Raise your right leg, step your right foot forward. Take your left knee to the ground, pivot your left foot, walk your hands towards the top left corner of your mat for a down dog lunge. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. And then walk your hands here towards the other side of your mat, right? Align your hand with your hip. Take the side stretch here. One more breath. Plant your right hand towards the back of your mat. Press back, three-legged dog here. We're gonna take wild things. So you're gonna take the left foot to the ground, but keep your right leg straight. So it's a slightly different than flipping the dog. One more breath. Come back to your three-legged dog. Step your left foot forward. Open warrior two. And exhale, rainbow warrior. So you're extending your left leg, bend your right knee, flex your toes. Inhale back to warrior two. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. You're gonna come back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel your hands. Pause here, either take a supported, actually we're going to take a supported side plank. So slide your foot about halfway into the mat, turn all 10 toes to the left. Lift your hips, press through the palm. Now slowly, just sit facing the top of your mat. So we're gonna be adding first a little twist here, so that left leg is already crossed over the right. So remember, it's about creativity today. Keep your left hand behind your back, reach your right arm, twist. Breathe here, sit tall. One more. Slowly release now. Keep your left heel in. Reach your left arm forward, wrap your arm in front. You may use a strap or a towel here. Then your right hand reaches behind your back and you fold over your right leg. One more breath here. And slowly release. You're just gonna turn around back to that downward dog, friends. Take an inhale, reach your left leg. Take your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach to your right elbow, twist. Inhale. And then stack your hips open. Come back to that foot, step forward, take your right knee to the ground, pivot your right foot. Walk your hands towards that top right corner of your mat. Breathe deeply into the hips. See if you can keep that knee stacked over your ankle. Walk your hand towards the top of your mat, reach your arm up and over, take that side stretch, supported side plank or stargaze pose. And slowly press back to your three-legged dog. Stack your knee, open the hips, stay here, or take that wild thing, extending your left leg. Come back to your three-legged dog. Step your right foot forward, open warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Inhale back to that warrior two and reverse. Come back to your warrior two, breathe in, breathe out, cartwheel your hands. Take that supported side plank. Lift your hips. One more breath here. And then slowly just come to sit down. Keep your right leg crossed over the left. Right hand behind your back. So you may twist. I know it can get a little confusing or crazy moving around, but it's important to see where the attention goes, right? Are you present? Are you listening? Not to only my cues, but also to your body. And slowly release. Uncross your leg. Walk that heel close to you. Keep it about a fist in between your foot and your leg. Now reach your right arm forward, wrap your arm in front of the shin, taking that bind. Maybe just grab your shirt if you don't have a towel or a strap. Fold here. Last one. And slowly release. You're just gonna turn again around, facing the top of your mat. Take a big breath in. Slow breath out. And inhale. Exhale. So we're gonna move through the same flow again. We're just gonna build a little bit more, add a few surprises in there. Inhale, raise your right leg, step your right foot forward, take your knee down to the ground, down dog lunge, one breath. So remember, we start slow and then we pick up the pace a little bit. The breath still is slow, 4, 5 count. Walk the hands towards the back, take that stargazer, but now, if you can, you're gonna float that leg, bend your knee, grab a hold of your foot or your ankle. Press through the palm, open the chest, maybe lift your gaze. Breathe into the quad, gracefully release. Press back, three-legged dog. You're gonna draw that knee towards your right elbow, turn your toes out, take a falling triangle. Both hands can stay on the ground. Come back to three-legged dog. Step your foot forward, open, warrior two. Here we go. Take another breath in. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Now, you're gonna stay low to the ground. Your right hand can come to your hip. Follow that left foot. Don't turn your foot in. Stay low. Take your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose here. You may use a block, a chair, whatever it is that you need today to support you with your balance. Firm up through the legs, wake up your toes. Come back to your warrior two. Inhale. Reverse your warrior, exhale. Good. Come back to your warrior two. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. So we're gonna do that supported side plank once again. Actually, in fact, we're gonna go into a full plank this time if you can. If not, take supported. Option to take a little quad stretch here. This is a tough one. So you can just curl the hamstring, or you can grab a hold of your foot behind your back. Regular plank, flow. You may notice that on one side things just don't happen. Take a child's pose here. And downward dog. I always say that my left side is my cranky side. It gives me a hard time. Take a big breath in. Step your foot forward. Right knee to the ground. Pivot your foot. So get into the pose right away, where you left off. So your body knows what's supposed to do. You ready? No. So just trust. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Find that stargaze pose. You have the option to add that quad stretch. Grab a hold of your ankle, your foot. Breathe big, breathe slowly. Slowly release. Three-legged dog. So your right heel reaches up. Right knee to left elbow, turn all 10 toes out. Falling triangle. Come back to your three-legged dog. Step your right foot forward. Open, warrior two. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Sit low here in this side lunge. Stay low to the ground. We're gonna go into that half moon pose. So remember, you can just keep your left hand on the hip. You can reach your arm to the sky. Find stillness, breathe. As you exhale, mindfully, slowly come back to your warrior two. Inhale. Reverse your warrior, exhale. Come back to warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out, cartwheel your hands. We're gonna take that side plank, Vashisthasana. So go into a full plank, and maybe you try again to get a hold of your foot. Release, regular plank. Move like you. Cobra or upward dog. Press up and back. Child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Slow down, maybe roll the wrists. You can wrap your arms by the sides of the body. And we're gonna take, because it's all about creativity, right? So in order for you to be creative, I believe that you also need to be willing to take risks, right? To get out of your comfort zone. So we're gonna do a little playtime with inversions. So for you guys that already have a headstand or a handstand, practice forearm balance, please feel free to go ahead and explore that. Today we're going to work with dolphin, and we're going to do a couple variations here. So you're going to bring your forearms about shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide, curl the toes under. First we're just going to start here, your regular dolphin. Really press actively through the forearms, relax your neck as you gaze towards your toes or your ankles, engage your quads, and release, child's pose. Big breath in, open mouth, exhale. Again, inhale, slowly exhale. Dolphin number 2. So set up, walk the feet forward, maybe even more this time. Raise your left leg now. Keep your hips square. Flex through the toes or do those Barbie toes as long as your leg is active. And slowly switch. Again, watch so you're not sinking into the shoulders. And release. Thank yourself for your efforts. And then press back to your downward dog. We're gonna go into half pigeon, so slide your right knee behind your right wrist, extend through that left leg. Point your toes back, make sure your leg is in line with your hip here. First, watch so that right knee is wider than the rib cage, square off the hips, open the chest. Maybe stay here today, if that's what feels right. Or you can slowly bring your forearms down. You can even extend your arms in front of you, bringing the forehead to the ground. We're going to take 5 very slow, mindful breaths here. Slowly start to press through the hands, walk your hands back, roll towards your right sit bone here. Bring your left leg in front. Keep your right knee bent. Square off the shoulders over your left leg. Rock the hips back just a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk the hands forward. For Janusharshasana. Square and level the shoulders. And start to walk your hands back. You can either press back to a downward dog, or you can just bring the left shin in front, roll towards that left side, and set up for your downward, your pigeon pose. Bring your knee wide, extend the back leg. Same amount of attention, awareness you did on the right side. I encourage you to do this on this side. We're almost done. And then see what your body is telling you. If maybe If the same variation of the pose serves you on the side, it maybe not. So listen, honor. Allow yourself to relax here, to free your hips from tightness or resistance. Notice the need to escape or to grip, resist. And start to walk your hands back slowly. Roll towards your left sit bone. Swing that right leg around. Sit tall, rock the hips back. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Three more breaths here. And slowly release. Just cross your right leg. Actually bring your legs to butterfly, friends. So whether you want your feet very close to you for a more traditional Bakasana, or walking the feet away from you a little bit, creating that diamond shape. Just gonna fold here for 3 breaths. You can round your spine, relax the shoulders, take a big breath in. Exhale, just release. And then slowly release. Find your way into your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Give yourself time to hang there as long as you need. Thank you so much for sharing your time, spending time with me on your mats today, allowing me to, giving me the pleasure, honor to guide you. May you have peace, may you be happy, may you be free. From my heart to yours, namaste.